Are you ready to ditch the itch? Many Americans suffer from skin conditions that can be pretty unbearable, but help is right here. Joining us today is Dr. Michael Tharp from TrueBlue Clinical Research. Hi, doctor. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. And this campaign, Ditch the Itch, how can people join and learn more?
Yes. So TrueBlue Clinical Research is a clinical research organization. Basically, we do clinical trials to help drugs become FDA approved and then bring them to market and to the population. So we have an office in Brandon, we have one in South Tampa, and then we have one in Palm Harbor. The way people can best participate, I think, is to call a number, which we'll provide, I think, in a little bit.
That's right.
But we're looking at 3 different conditions that itch. One is atopic dermatitis, also known as eczema. This is the itch that rashes.
Oh.
So that's one of the first symptoms for atopic dermatitis, and 100% of patients with atopic dermatitis itch. The other group.
We do have some of the pictures up here for you, doctor. So if you can go ahead. Yeah, that's the one you were referring to.
Thank you. So you can see for atopic dermatitis, the prevalence in children is about 10 to 20%. So that's quite a lot of kids, right? It occurs most commonly before the age of 5. And it's not only a chronic relapsing, if you will, dermatitis that is recurring, but it's also associated with allergic rhinitis and asthma. In infants, very early on, they have facial disease in what we call the extensors, so it's the back of the arms, the fronts of the legs. But by early childhood all the way to adulthood, that changes to be in the flexure areas, the folds of the arms and behind the knees. You
also have psoriasis, which is very common amongst adults. Is that right?
Correct. It's presumed to be about 2 to 3% of Americans. That's, again, a lot of people. There are 2 peaks of incidence, if you will, 20 to 30 years of age and 50 to 60 years of age. Frequently involves the scalp. Obviously involves the knees and the elbows, which you can see here, and the backs of the hands, and it also may involve the nails. 5 to 30% of patients with psoriasis will also have an associated arthritis.
Wow, that's incredible. I had no idea about that. Next, we have eczema. People that do suffer from eczema, they can benefit from these different drugs right now.
Correct. That's right. So these are 2 inflammatory conditions, eczema and psoriasis. And there have been enormous amounts of inroads in terms of understanding the pathophysiology. And as a result of that, now we have some new medications that we can start to offer people. And that's what these clinical trials are all about.
Why is it so important that people do participate of the clinical research?
Yeah, I think there are several reasons why I think our population that comes participates in research. One is that they have a condition that's not very well controlled, even though they're taking medications. So that's the hope is that they come participate in this clinical trial and that they'll improve. Another group of people who have limited access to medications and to health care, and those people sometimes have never had their disease treated. So this obviously offers a free opportunity for them to get a new drug. And then there's a third group that enroll in our trials, and these people usually have a loved one, either a family member or a friend, and they just want to try to be able to advance, if you will, the science and the development of the new drug. And
help you guys find solutions for everybody right now.
Exactly, altruistic, if you will, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. Thank you so much for joining us, doctor. And of course, we are providing that information for people at home to participate in the clinical research for TrueBlue right there. And actually scan the QR code on your screen. It'll take you directly to all the information that you might need and participate of that right now.